welcome to another episode of After the Bell, where we highlight what happens after the school bell rings across the BPS 101 district. I'm your host, Anna Gilardi.
And I'm Kenna Dukoff. On today's show, we'll be sitting down with the BHS boys lacrosse team, and we'll also talk to, but seriously folks, improv troupe of Batavia High School.
Not only that, Kenna, but we're going to be hearing from some of the members of the Batavia High School student body, and we'll see what they have to say about the upcoming presidential candidates during the question of the month. Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Tom Wangler, president of Confident Air. Regular maintenance can prolong the life of your furnace and keep your energy costs to a minimum. Plus, there's less of a chance of a breakdown on a cold winter night. Your furnace needs proper care and attention to keep it running smoothly, so you don't end up paying too much for heating during the cold winter months, or worse yet, with deadly carbon monoxide poisoning. We recommend an annual inspection to ensure safe operation. Confident Air, your trusted home comfort professionals since 1992.
Downtown Batavia, always moving by nature. Recreation. Nature. The arts. Specialty shops. Restaurants and services. Downtown is everyone's neighborhood. Come, celebrate. Meet friends. Unwind.
See you downtown.
Who's your choice of presidential candidate?
Bernie Sanders.
Donald Trump.
I think Bernie Sanders would be the best for our country.
I'm voting for Donald Trump.
I'm going to vote for Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
Not Trump or Cruz.
And now we're back with the coach and two captains of the BHS lacrosse team. Welcome, guys. So, could you guys introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Sean Mills. I'm a junior midfielder.
I'm Drew Henning. I'm a senior and I'm a defenseman.
And I'm Kyle Sullivan, the head varsity lacrosse coach at Batavia.
So, how has your season been going so far?
It's going pretty good. We got off to a 2-0 start. I think we're practicing really productive so far. I think if we keep it up, we could go 3-0 before spring break, and you never know what we can do after that.
Same thing what Sean said. We are at 2-0 now right now. First game was against
Brother Rice.
And then our second game was home with Flossmoor. Both pretty good leads, and I was impressed with how we played. And what he said, our practices have been very productive, and I'm hoping to get a 3-0.
Yep. Yeah, the guys came out strong this season so far. We're off to a better start than we were last year, for sure. So that's promising as a coach to see that. We're throwing the ball really well and moving it quickly. So, it's been a great first start, but, 2-0 is nice, but we got a lot of work to do, so long season ahead.
Is there any particular games that you guys are looking forward to?
Well, I'll jump in to start because I know there's a couple on my list. You always circle a couple games on the calendar. Last year, Geneva beat us in overtime at home, so that one stung a little bit, and we're still kind of holding on to that loss. When we played West Chicago, we had them, and then penalties got a little bit out of hand, so we lost that game as well. So for me personally, those are two I'm looking forward to this year. But one thing we stress with the boys is not to look past anybody. So it's really important to just focus on game by game and week by week. So this Thursday we're playing St. Lawrence, and we need to win that game in order to go 3-0 heading into spring break. So that's our biggest game right now.
Yeah, Geneva is always a rivalry. That's always a good game. And West Chicago, should have won that game last year. So hopefully we can pull it out this year.
Yeah, there's quite a few games last year that we were very close to winning, but in the end didn't win. We're hoping this year we can get that much better and win those games.
That's awesome. So how often do you guys practice, and what do practices usually consist of?
5 to 6 days a week. In the beginning of the season, it was mostly just working on stick skills, making sure everyone is up to pace on what we're trying to do, setting up our offensive, defensive plays, and then just game by game, week by week, we just improve on what we thought we didn't do well in the game.
Yep. A lot of it is we go through a lot of plays. We go over calls, learn new plays that we will do during games, and we learn more positions and stuff like that.
And this year we're really lucky. We've got you know, 2 of our 4 captains here, but it's a pretty strong captain group compared to past years. So we're proud of those guys, you know, with the responsibility that they've taken on. So we kind of put a little bit more weight on their shoulders, meaning, you know, before practice starts, they're kind of drawing at the guys to make sure that they're ready and loose and warmed up and things like that. So, you know, from there we definitely have to get some conditioning in to make sure, you know, it's a fast-paced game so everybody can get up and down the field. And then, you know, we work hard to make sure the drills are fast-paced and fun, and, you know, we're having a good time out there. So it's pretty nice, though, because every time we get on the field, you know, everybody wants to be there, and it shows. So we're working hard, working toward, you know, winning our next game.
So for those that aren't familiar with lacrosse, what is the basic structure of the game? Like, how many people are on the field at once? And
Sure. Well, it's like I would say it's a crossover between a few sports. So, you know, stick handling skills like in hockey. You know, the X's and O's of basketball, we set a lot of pick and rolls and things like that. And then, you know, it's pretty physical as well. So, you know, similar to football or wrestling or something like that. So there's essentially 4 main positions. The attackmen are the offensive players on the field. The defenders, that's what Drew plays, will line up against the attackmen. And then the midfielders, which Sean's a midfielder for us, they kind of get up and down the field and control the pace of the game. So there's 10 players on the field at one time.
So, do you guys have any fundraisers going on right now?
So every holiday season we do like a holiday wreath sale, and that helps out a lot. Kind of exciting for this year. This past winter we did for the first time a junior Bulldogs camp at the field house here at the high school. So, you know, that was great to see. It helped us kind of reach out to the community a little bit more, and we had probably 60 or 70, you know, brand new athletes at the field house just slinging balls around the field. You know, it was really cool to see. So, you know, just hoping that kind of turns into a strong feeder program for us as well.
Yeah. Do you guys have any pregame rituals?
Not really. I'd say we just like to, you know, get ready on time and like stay focused. Like we don't want to be like messing around. Like Coach said earlier, like underestimate like any teammate or opponent. So just gotta stay focused before the game.
Yeah, we all like to get in like a state of mind that like we want to be really focused and like don't want to underestimate like what Sean said. We want to be on our like point.
And at this point, all of our games have been about an hour away from here. So the main ritual is get on the bus and eat some food and get ready, you know. So it's always been kind of a hike.
so how has becoming an official sport at BHS affected the team since you guys became club?
It's been awesome. I mean, I'll say that the school really has helped it be a seamless transition for us. Our athletic director, the administration, the boosters, they've all been so supportive to help us kind of to make sure that we're really building a strong program. So that's been great for us. And like we've said a couple times, I mean, the boys that are on the team now, you know, are the ones that we're excited, you know, to make it a varsity program, and they're the guys that, you know, show up, you know, pumped up to play at practice, you know, and that's exactly what you want. You don't really want to have to convince guys to be there, you know, or anything like that. So, so I think it's been great to kind of have that filter, and it's been a great start for us.
So what are you two looking forward to as captains of this season?
Kind of just like since first year as a school sport, kind of like leading and like showing the younger guys like what it's all about, and like teaching them the sport and like making them better, as well as like making the team as a whole better, so we can win some more games this year.
Like what Sean said, since this is our first year as like a varsity sport for the school, we want to really like make a good impression for the team so more kids come out. And for me personally, I want to build like a bigger bond between the team and like make everyone feel comfortable there.
That's a great goal. And for you, Coach, what are you most excited about this season?
There's probably not one main thing for me. I to be honest, I love the sport and love the team. So, you know, I like going to practice and working with them and being around the guys, you know, so that's exciting for me every day. I guess I will say we've kind of thrown around the idea of doing like a season-ending team outing and going to play paintball. So, you know, getting some frustration out on the guys would probably be nice when we do that.
So is there any like overall team goals that you guys all want to achieve this year, or any personal goals as well?
I wouldn't say, I don't know about like any team goals that everyone has, but I would just say like take the like take every game like week by week and just make sure he's like staying focused, and then like I think that's the way we could maximize our wins.
Yeah, like what you said. I think we really want to like play that best to our ability and like make us the best we can be.
We had quite a few guys get all conference awards last year, and so I'd like to see them kind of step up again this year. And we've got some new guys, younger guys that are coming up the ranks as well. So an individual goal for those guys is kind of producing and being impressive on the field. But again, just getting the wins that we should win. Last year we won our first playoff game and then lost our second. So making it that extra step, I guess, is going to be our next team goal.
That's awesome. Well, we want to thank you guys so much for coming in today, and good luck on the rest of your season. It sounds like you guys are going to have a great one.
Thanks for having us.
Coming up after the bell next, we'll be bringing you a little bit of the insider on Batavia's own improv troupe, But Seriously Folks. Stay tuned, guys.
The Drendel and Jansen's Law Group has practiced law in Aurora since 1961 and in Batavia since 1994.
We focus our energy on representing people and businesses and families in the local community.
We represent clients in Kane and surrounding counties in matters ranging from divorce to wills, business law to zoning.
We focus our efforts on planning and working towards positive resolutions for businesses and families.
When clients need someone to fight for their interests, we're ready, willing, and able to act as aggressive advocates to protect their interests.
Drendel and Jansen's Law Group with offices in Batavia and Aurora and located on the web at batavialaw.com.
Hi, I'm Michelle and I'm in the Batavia High School Interact Club. An advantage of being an Interact Club is it sets up many community service opportunities that you might not be able to find on your own. You should join Interact Club because it's just a fun way to get involved with the community and just have a great time with it. You should join Interact Club because not only does it look good on college applications, but it's a great way to meet new people. Interact Club is fun, interesting, and a club that you should join.
The Kane County Chronicle is your best source for news and information in print and online in the Tri-Cities and Caneland.
This is Chronicle Country. This is Chronicle Country.
This is Chronicle Country. This is Chronicle Country.
This is Chronicle Country.
Welcome back, and thanks for sticking around. We're going over to Patrick McDonald now for the scoop on But Seriously Folks.
So in your words, what is But Seriously Folks?
So it's the improv troupe that we have here at the high school, and it's just a really great group full of, I think we have 13 students, mostly upperclassmen, and we do improv, which is basically theater, but it's unscripted. So we go out on stage with no pre-planned schedule, and we just create whatever happens, and it's usually funny, but it doesn't have to be, and usually the comedy of it is the kind of crazy situations that happen.
So what got you involved in improv?
Well, I've been doing theater at school since about 6th grade because I thought it'd be really fun, and after my freshman year I had tons of fun at theater in high school because it's a lot different, it's a great facility, and it's really fun people and a lot of friends. And I had seen all the improv shows, and they were hilarious, and it looked like a ton of fun, and everyone in the troupe looked like they were having so much fun. And I had never done improv before, but I thought it'd be something fun to try, something new, kind of scary, but a new experience. So I decided to audition, and I made the troupe.
So what's your reason why people should go see But Seriously Folks?
Well, I think that every single show is absolutely hilarious, and it's totally unique and original, so you can come see one show and can have a feel to it, and then you can come see another show, and it can be totally different. And it's unique and original, and it's happening at the spot, so it's cool to see what happens when there's no pre-planning. So sometimes something kind of funny happens, and it's a little interesting or confusing, but it's cool. And there's games that we play sometimes that interact with the audience, and we do free form, which is just whatever happens, and different techniques, and it's fun to watch.
So in your own words, what is But Seriously Folks?
But Seriously Folks is a fully improvised group of students who we get together and we learn improv techniques and we perform multiple times a year shows that are entirely made up in front of the audience.
So what got you involved in running the troupe?
Well, I actually created the troupe here, But Seriously Folks is a name of a troupe also that I created elsewhere. So, But Seriously Folks has been with me for over a decade now, and we created it here about 5 years ago. And ever since then, it's just been growing and fantastic, and more people are interested in being in it, and I feel I'm going to stay with it for the long haul.
Nice. So why should people go out and see But Seriously Folks?
Well, the biggest question is why shouldn't people come to see But Seriously Folks? And I believe the answer to that question is you should not come to But Seriously Folks if you don't like to have fun. If you don't like to laugh, if you don't like to see fun, crazy things happening, you should totally not come to see But Seriously Folks. If you do want to do all those things, if you want to have a great time and you want to see something different and unique, then you should totally come because it's a live performance experience like none other in the world.
So in your own words, what is But Seriously Folks?
Oh gosh, well, But Seriously Folks is it's an improv troupe of several improvisers that get together occasionally and practice techniques and games so that we can perform for an audience of a show that we're creating in front of their eyes.
So how did you get involved in improv?
Let's see. Auditions are usually the last day of the school year, and so a couple of friends of mine just kind of asked me, hey, you gonna audition for improv this year? And I'm like, all right, sure, why not? So I went out for it, and it was successful for me.
So why should people go see But Seriously Folks?
It's a very cool experience. To create a show in front of the audience, it's always going to be different, and we're going to play with the audience. And so the experience is always fun and high energy. It's a very cool thing to be a part of.
Stick around because after the break, Ken and I have all the details you need to know about Batavia High School's prom in 2016. Welcome back. Believe it or not, BHS, but prom is just around the corner. Batavia High School will be having our prom on Saturday, May 14th, 2016, on the Odyssey cruise ship which departs from Navy Pier. Buses will be provided for every student to and from the dance and will leave promptly at 5:30 p.m. It is recommended that you arrive at 5 p.m. to check in at the buses, and the buses will return to school at 11:30. The ship will cruise around Lake Michigan for 3 hours, and in the case of a storm, will remain docked. The Odyssey Chicago has 3 decks with 3 separate DJs on each floor. Appetizers, entrees, and desserts will all be served buffet style. All guest passes for students not currently attending BHS are due no later than May 4th, with no exceptions. You may not purchase a ticket for the guest until the form is submitted and approved by Student Services. When purchasing a ticket to the dance, a ticket to Batavia's post-prom is also included. Post-prom will take place at Funway Entertainment Center, begins right after the dance, and will end at 3 a.m. All Funway amenities as well as food, raffles, and more are included. Tickets to the dance this year are $130 each and are available for purchase on the Student Council website along with additional information. There are a limited amount of tickets this year due to the boat's capacity, so purchase yours soon.
In other prom news, for the 3rd year in a row, Chip in Batavia has teamed up with Zano Salon and Spa in Batavia to provide free prom dresses to low-income and homeless students who cannot afford to purchase a dress on their own. Students from BHS and other surrounding high schools who are in need can visit their school guidance counselor to qualify or receive a coupon for a dress at no cost. And because there is such an extensive inventory of dresses in the Chipin/Zano collection this year, the sale is open to all of their students. Dresses will be either $25 or $50, depending on the dress. Chip-In has more than 100 dresses of all colors, styles, and sizes. Many have only been worn once, and several still have price tags attached. The dress sale will be held at the Congregational Church of Batavia at 21 South Batavia Avenue. The hours are Thursday and Friday, April 14th and 15th, 3 to 7 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday, April 16th and 17th, 1 to 5 p.m. If you have a gently used prom dress to donate, you can drop it off at the Batavia Zano Salon and Day Spa location during business hours between March 14th and April 8th. For more information about this program, visit chipinbatavia.org.
That's all we have for today, everyone. Thanks for catching another episode of After the Bell. Be sure to like our page on Facebook, follow our Instagram at After the Bell on BATV, as well as our Twitter at AfterTheBell17.
After the Bell, along with the rest of our BATV programming, is available on our website, mybatv.com, or on our YouTube channel, BATV 1017.
Thanks again for watching, everyone. I'm Anna.
And I'm Kenna.
And that's what happens after the bell.